Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, good morning, everyone. Hopefully the streaming software is working correctly. Oh, yes, I see the first reply from Prakash. Hi, hello. All right, so it seems to be working. And Marta, hello. Great to see you. Okay, there is a slight delay between what I'm saying that you can see it. So if I appear to be thinking about something for a long time, then, well, it means that I'm, being transferred to you, or that I'm stuck and thinking about what to reply to you. So it's great to see some of you. It's great to start this session. Let's wait a few minutes and give a chance for others to join in. And as we wait, just to make sure, because I already had one similar experience with the live webinar when the audio was breaking up and half of tech wasn't working. So just please let me know that you can hear me correctly. Is the sound quality okay? I mean, in the chat, please write whether it's okay or whether it's not okay. Okay, audio is great. Awesome. Thank you, Jeff. All right, thank you. Okay, I see that more and more people arrive, so thank you, and hello, Sonia. Hello, Huang. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. Hello, John. Hello, Eric. Awesome, great to see you. Great, just great. Oh, okay, I see that streaming on Facebook, yes, but link on YouTube was not working for Karolina. Okay, and for Svetlana, it looks good. Hello, Karina. Hello, Svetlana, by the way. Hello, James, again. Awesome. And hello, Justina. Okay, I got replies from you from Facebook, from YouTube, and from LinkedIn, which are three platforms through which this stream is taking place. And hello, Francisco. And hello, Pavel. Oh, yes, it was difficult to find the right link. See, that's why it's always great to refer back to Golden Meadow, because that's where the proper link will always be present. Also, I already created the event for the next Reiss session, so that's why you probably saw it like 40 minutes ago. But, well, since you can hear me, you're in the right place. Okay, so where are you from? I'm wondering from what countries are people connecting right now? I'm right now in Poland, Warsaw, Poland. The weather is pretty good today. I don't want to say too good, but because I have all my lights from this side put on, including the LED lamp, and and still this light is so light that this part of my face is in the shade. All right, awesome. Poland, Toronto, San Francisco. All right, so I guess we're Vietnam, Massachusetts, good old USA. Hello, and hello, Chris. All right, awesome. More and more people are joining in. Great. India, Sausalito, or originally Moldova. Welcome, Svetlana. Nani, and Zasworks. So Igor, great to see you. Awesome. Okay, so we're all over the place, right? From all sides of the planet. Perfect. perfect. Okay, also England. Sjar, sorry if I didn't pronounce the name correctly. Great to see you. All right, let's start, shall we? It's 6 after 5 in Central European time, or 6 after 11 Eastern time, or 6 after 8 Pacific time. And in the description of the event, I described, also Nani from Nigeria, welcome. I wrote that the event will take place for about an hour, and the key part of the event will most likely happen during this hour. If I don't manage to fit everything in this 1 hour, I apologize in advance. I'm great at one-on-one consultations, coaching, and Reiss motivational profile sessions. Everything that is one-on-one. I think I'm pretty good with writing newsletter, but this, leading an online event, is new to me. So if something goes sideways or doesn't work, or I don't manage to finish on time, or I need extra 5 minutes, please have mercy. All right. Having said that, let's begin with my presentation. I will do a little bit of talking before we move to the main part of today's session, so the transformation exercise. I want to provide you with some theoretic background for it before we dive in. But even before that, just in case you're here because you saw the title of the event or what it's going to be about, and this is the first time you see me, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Przemysław Radomski. K is my middle name. It stands for Kazimierz. Well-known fact, by the way. I've been interested in the precious metals sector for about 20 years. I have 15 years of professional experience as a newsletter provider. I've been a chartered financial analyst for 11 years. I even used to own a hedge fund some years ago. I'm also a Reiss Motivational Profile Master, which means that I'm providing overviews of this great psychometric tool to people. Also in case of business environments where this tool is introduced to companies. I'm also EMCC, so European Mentoring and Coaching Council coach, and I greatly enjoy working with people. As you can see, on the pictures, I sometimes engage in non-business activities. I recently played on this instrument called djembe. That's picture from this year, the biggest one, which was a lot of fun, even though I didn't get everything right at the first attempt, of course. And yes, I did have some spectacular successes, like I picked the 2020 bottom in mining stocks, but I also had some failures during my career. So I experienced various levels of wealth. I've been in the top 0.1% earners in Poland. I've been in debt. I've been happy. I've been miserable. I've been in a position of shame. I've been in sadness. I've been in great joy and happiness. And let me tell you this. If your focus is on making money in the long run and actually enjoying them and enjoying what this money can bring you, getting the right and carefully prepared analysis is important, but it is not enough. Actually, if you ever point your finger to the screen, okay, let me just okay, if you ever point your finger to a screen on the analysis, right, like this, then please know that 3 fingers are still pointing back at you. Okay, so it's actually you who is the most important part or piece of this entire investment puzzle. You are making the investment decisions, you are enjoying the benefits. And that's why today we're going to focus on you. And besides, what good are profits if you're one giant ball of stress and can't even enjoy the money anymore? Because I know your relationships are falling apart because you can't communicate properly because of the stress, or you're in the constant state of fear or shame or whatever. You don't want to be in this position. Definitely. Nobody wants that. And it turns out that actually starting with yourself and focusing on what approach you can have with regard to investing, with regard to money, with regards to handling adverse external events like trading losses, that's really key. And also, this holistic approach to investing is the backbone of the entire Golden Meadow platform. All right, moving back to my presentation. So now you know me a bit more. Let's now move to the intention for today's meeting. So as I said a few minutes before, today the focus will not be on the markets, but will be on you, on the self. What we're going to do is that we're going to experience the transformation exercise that's aimed at, well, as the name says itself, transforming your fears or emotions that are somewhere inside, or situations that are constantly on your mind that prevent you from making better investment decisions and enjoying life more. And we're going to transform them into something much better. You'll see. I will move to the details of the technique in just a while. Why today? I want this to be a part of the preparation for you to enjoy the weekend, and also to be ready to start next week with this specific advantage. Because how you approach the market on Monday is what's going to either give you the edge over other market participants or not. So what's needed for today's meeting? Must have your real presence. And what I mean by real presence, okay, you're here, you're able to see me, hear me, and type things on the chat, definitely. And thank you for your active participation. But what I mean is the fact that you're able to really focus on what's happening here. Because if during the key exercise, you're only half in it and half somewhere else, you're checking your email, you're checking your Slack account or whatever, you'll probably get less than half of the effect, or maybe not even 10%. So if you're already serious about your money, about your happiness, about yourself, and you are, since you made this investment of time, which is the most valuable resource that you have, right? Then I invite you to, well, go all the way and really focus on what's going to happen here. So as the exercise hasn't started yet, if you have to pee, go pee now. If you have to get something to drink, get something to drink now before we really jump in. Turn off your phone or mute it. Just be sure that you're able to focus on what's happening here. You're doing this for you, so, and you matter. So that's a must-have. Another must-have: be comfortable, relax. It's all it's all going to be good and fine. And well, you're not going to have to come on camera like I am. Besides, the technology wouldn't allow that, at least not the one that we're using right now. So be in your most comfortable chair, if possible, and really enjoy the process. What's nice to have? To be in a place where you can speak loud. I don't mean shouting or screaming, but it's one of the parts of the exercise to say things, well, literally say them. It will still work if you say them in your thoughts or be very, very quiet about it. It will still work. But for the extra effect, it's better to speak them out loud, those words. Also, have something to write. You can make notes online, I mean, in your notepad or whatever software you're using for making notes. But there is there's some evidence pointing to the connection between actually, doing something with your hands and those things better integrating in your memory and, being more valuable in the end and more useful to you. But if you have strong preference towards making notes in the electronic format, like I do, for example, feel free. But be prepared to take notes. And also your smartphone might be useful. Turn it off, but at some point it might be useful. All right, I guess if you had to make a quick break, then you already took the opportunity. So I will just jump to the next slide, which is the intro to the exercise. The first thing that I want to talk about is something called the amygdala hijack. All right, so what's amygdala? Amygdala is a part of everyone's brain that is responsible for, well, fear, for the fight or flight instinct. This is the part of the brain that is very old from the evolutionary point of view, and that is, well, helping us stay alive. If there was a tiger on the horizon many years ago, and our great-great-great-great-great-grandfather saw it, then it was time to get out of there and not ponder what type of tiger that is, right? So that's where the amygdala moves in. Okay, there's a signal, fight or flees. In this case, tiger, probably flight. There he is. And the survival is pretty important, right? From the evolutionary point of view. So the way amygdala works is that it cuts off access to more advanced brain functions. And this is important. This is really important. When you are in this fight or flight or freeze or fawn mode, you don't really have access to the more advanced functions of your brain. Well, you can still talk and so on, but your access to compassion is very limited. Try having a compassionate and kind conversation with your loved ones when you're really triggered. Good luck with that. Or try to make a great rational trade or investment when you're shaking out of fear. Huh? Not the easiest thing out there. Probably most of us tried that. Myself included, of course. So, amygdala hijack is when something happens, there's a strong sense of emotion and or some kind of trigger, and you really can't make the rational decision. And what's connected with it? Well, emotions. But there's this thing about emotions. Well, the subtitle of today's session mentioned mental resilience. Okay, so but it mentioned resilience, not resistance. Many people think that or in general, maybe about Stoicism, which, well, I am Stoic, by the way, that it's about absence of emotions, or really controlling your emotions, like squeezing your fists and clenching your fists, clenching your teeth, and just withering any adverse emotions that you might have. No, it's not like that. It's not about the absence or about saying no to your emotions. It's about mastery of your emotions. In fact, you have very little control about the emotions that arise, because they come from this part of yourself that is trying to keep you alive. So you can sometimes say no to those emotions, repress them, but they will always come back in one way or another. And it's generally not a good idea to do so. And you don't even want to do this, most likely. Why? Because you want to feel happy, right? And in order to feel happy, you have to feel. If you cut out your emotions, how do you feel happy if you don't feel? So how to approach this, right? You can't really resist those emotions for a long time. And investing or trading is not a sprint. Okay, one trade might be, but you can't just invest everything that you have into one trade expecting it to go very well, and that's the end of it. No, it's like a marathon. So it's not about resisting those emotions, because you can't do this in the long run. It's about resilience. So mastering them and making sure that you can really function and invest and be happy given the emotional signals that you have. And while it's not about resisting what's coming to you, it's about handling it well. It's about seeing it, observing it, ideally with compassionate curiosity, with kind curiosity. Oh, this is what I'm feeling now. This is what I'm experiencing now. And I have a nice quote discussing it. Have you seen the movie Dune, like a couple of years ago? There was a scene where Lady Jessica Atreides was, waiting for her son to. Well, never mind. I don't want to spoil it to to those who haven't seen the movie. But the point is that her son was in danger, so it was natural for a mother to be fearful at that time, and that was her prayer, basically. That was said. That she said, "I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings obliteration. I will face my fear," and this is the key part, "and I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain." It was not about saying no to fear. It was accepting it, moving through it, and doing whatever you want to do, actually. I was using the word emotion a lot, and I want to kind of dissect this word here, because well, I heard it somewhere, and I think it's very useful for the sake of the exercise that we're going to do. Emotion can be understood as energy in motion. All right? Energy in motion. That's emotion. That's a powerful force. But, well, it can be dangerous unless you handle it well. So you can't really resist it, but you can master it. My grandfather told me something about it. Well, not really about it, but he had this saying that stuck with me. That nothing in nature is destroyed or is gone. It either changes its form or the owner. In the case of emotions, and since it is energy in motion, and well, based on what we know in physics, energy can't really be created or destroyed. So what can be done about it is transformation. And that's what we're going to do with today's exercise. All right. Before we dive in, I want to tell you one more thing about the exercise itself. As I said before, it's going to include saying some things out loud, and there is a good reason for it. The reason for it is that it's been researched. It turns out that saying out loud and labeling what you feel, what is actually troubling you and what's going on, then it lowers the activity in the amygdala. Therefore, the fight or flight mechanism is not as intense. It's much easier to handle it. It's been proven in theory, and it works. I've seen it work in practice. I practice it myself. So trust me on this one, and trust the scientists that took part in the research. All right, but before we move forward with the exercise, I would like to check in with you with regard to how you feel right now. What's the overall level of your emotional well-being at this moment? And hold on just a second. I have to switch screens a bit. All right. On the screen, you now see, well, a nice golden medal. Please go to menti.com. You can do this on your phone, or you can do this in a new window in your browser or a new tab, but please don't use this because then it will, kick you out of the session, and I really want you to stay. So please go to menti.com and enter the code that you see on the screen. It's 5805, and that's the code. (5805), and then it's 8152. Awesome. And tool is so cool that it's going to, well, show you your responses in real time. How cool is that, right? From everyone taking it. So let's give it just another 30 seconds or so and see what is the average right now. So Jared, you put the code on the page menti.com, MENTI.com. It's an external service, like you would go on a different website or whatever, menti.com. And That page only does one thing. It asks you for the code. Then you enter the code, and then you'll get a question. What is the URL internet address? Well, that's the one thing that I didn't prepare. Next time I will have the direct URL to it. But for now, menti.com, menti.com. Okay. All right. This step is not real necessary. Let's just we have enough information for now. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. And what we see is that the average is all right. Let's just keep it right there. I'm writing it down myself. 6.1. That's how we feel on average right now. All right. So thank you. Feel free to stay on this page because that's not the last question. That's not the last thing that we're going to do on this page. It will change in a while, but now let's no longer focus on it. Oh, actually, sorry. Actually, what we are going to do is that even before we move to the exercise, I will now ask you for something more specific. Okay, now if you can please refresh that page. You can refresh that page in your browser, or you can go to menti.com, close that window. I'm inserting the link again, menti.com. Yes, and then the code. Now, the question is, what kind of emotions would you like to transform? And please use as short words as possible, but I mean, don't put the entire sentences over there. Awesome. Yeah, that's what you're doing. And now, again, the results are being aggregated, and the more people write the same thing, the bigger it gets on the cloud that you see right now. And it's being updated in real time. Cool, huh? Hey, we live in the future. Okay. I'm moving my head around because I want to read all of them. Okay, thank you. It's clear now that we have 3 or actually 4 key emotions forming. Actually, now we have, yeah, it's fear, anxiety, and anger. Those 3 are key. Fear on steroids. So I'd say that it kind of confirms each other. So fear and anxiety is the key that is the prevalent emotion that we are, and anger and frustration, which is also anger plus the inability to do something about it. Also sadness and stress. Yes, the exercise that we're going to do is perfect for all of those. But what I want you to see right now is that what you put there is pretty much close. It's like either exactly the same thing or very close to what others put in. What does it mean? It means that you're not alone in this emotion. It's human to feel this way. It's a normal part of life. It's a normal part of investments, trading, and everything else. Every now and then we might get this feeling that, oh, everyone has it so right, everyone has it figured out, everyone else is so happy. Look at the screen. You're not alone in this. We're all in this together, really. That's the proof in real life, in real time. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this. Okay. Having said that, it's now time to move to the exercise itself. One final thing before we dive in, before I lead you into the exercise. And this is already something that will likely be very useful for perhaps the rest of your life. When a difficult emotion arises during the session, and it might or might not, if you feel it really, your body is likely to react. You're likely to feel something in your body. Maybe tension in your heart or in your solar plexus, maybe your stomach, maybe lower back, or maybe knee, or maybe you'll get hot somewhere, or something will get itchy. Something will be the dominant physical sensation in your body. Okay? Become aware of it. Okay, this is happening. And then, while you focus on it, send your breath to this place. Imagine that you're sending energy to it. You can visualize it as white light, for example. You can also, and this helps, you can place your hand on this place. So if you're going to feel some kind of tension in your solar plexus or heart, you can place your hand over this area of your body. And focusing on it, breathe into this place. And stay with it until it dissolves, this physical sensation, or you feel some kind of relief. It might happen, it doesn't have to happen. But if something like that happens, please be prepared for it and have this technique at your disposal. And if you haven't written down anything, please write something like this down. It's very simple but super effective. All right. So, having said that, let's move to the key part of today's session. Please begin with, being comfortable in your position, making sure that you're comfortable right now, and either close your eyes or gaze downwards. It's best to have your eyes closed, but if that feels uncomfortable, you can put your gaze down so that you can focus on what's happening inside of you. And as you close your eyes, please take a few deep breaths. In through the nose and slow through your mouth. In through the nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, please focus on your right hand. Please put it up. Not the entire way up, but please raise your forearm with your hand clenched into a fist. Not very tight, just slightly, but please put it up. And through the first part of the exercise, please keep it up and please verbally express your concerns, worries, thoughts, challenges, anything about the situation that currently generates those adverse emotions. You can use whatever language you want. If you want to curse, do so. If you don't want to curse, don't. Speak freely and express yourself. Exactly as you would be speaking to a friend that really wants to hear what's troubling you. Express yourself verbally, and I will give you a couple of minutes for it. If you can't speak out loud, it's okay to speak it in your thoughts, but it's best if you speak out loud. Thank you. Now lower the right forearm and take a few deep breaths. Now please raise your left forearm. Again, clenching your fist, but not too tightly. And now, also, I invite you also to speak out loud. However, this time, please speak out your vision of the situation. What do you want or desire? In particular, how would you like the situation to be? What is your intention? What is the ideal case for whatever you've been talking about previously? What are your positive qualities and traits, your inner strengths that you're able to access in yourself to meet this situation? Speak all of this out loud in the present tense, as if it's already happening. And keep your left forearm up while you speak out this positive vision in the present tense. Thank you. Please lower your left forearm and allow yourself to absorb the experience. Feel it in your body. Feel into the feelings of joy, fulfillment, excitement that may have emerged. And take a few deep breaths. And now I invite you to take a few slow and deep breaths into your heart, the place of acceptance and compassion, activating your compassion instinct. Now, gently place your right hand representing the worried aspect of your mind on the middle of your chest, your heart. Allow the heart of compassion to hold all the concerns that this situation evokes. Allow yourself to apply compassion to yourself the same way you treat a dear friend or loved one who was experiencing those same difficult thoughts and emotions. Stay for a short while to integrate this experience. And now, while keeping your right hand on your heart, bring also your left hand into your heart center, next to or on top of your right hand. And with that gesture, symbolically welcome the other side, the visioning side of yourself into your heart. Practice meeting those desires and intentions with kindness as well. Stay for a short while to integrate this experience, letting both sides to be held with acceptance and compassion. When the step feels complete, please lower both arms on either side of your body with palms facing upwards and gently take a few deep breaths. Reflect now from this clear and calmer perspective. What is the most skillful action you could take to move this situation forward? This could be an inner action or response to the situation, so how you can improve yourself, or an external action or response to the situation, how you can improve the situation. Once you have an action, affirm to yourself in your own words this message. Here are my fears and concerns. Here is my vision. Here is the most skillful action that I can take and will take. The result of all this, I turn over to the universe and life itself. I know that I cannot control the outcome. You can substitute the universe or with the divine God if that what feels right for you. After speaking this, take a few extra breaths in the posture with your palms up, inviting acceptance. And now please bring yourself back slowly, opening your eyes and taking a moment to notice what is present in your experience. Please take a minute or two to make a few notes about your experience and write down those thoughts, ideas regarding your next steps. Please write them down. The cheapest pen is better than best memory. This is a very special moment, and the wisdom that you received is as important as it might be fleeting. Please save it. Thank you. This completes the transformation exercise. So, how was it? It's okay if it takes a bit longer to get back. Remember that Menti link? Please refresh that page. Theo, great, thank you. Istina, nice. Please refresh that Menti page. The link is the same, menti.com, and then the numbers are the same. You can just refresh the page. And please, once again, rate how you feel now. Oh, Svetlana, it was so powerful for you. Martin, awesome. Great to hear that. right? There's, oh yes, you can hear, you can see the screen. Okay, 21 people already took part in the survey. Let's wait a few seconds more. It was great learning. Thank you from Sharon. Yes, thank you for participating. And from Jeff, some steps seem possible. Yes, they do. All right, thank you for participating. And look at this. 7. Jeff, you can't get to the right page on Menti. Well, it's just menti.com, and the number. Let me paste it for you one more time. It's also visible on the screen right now. 58058152. Okay, Theo, doesn't work, but 8 for me. Okay, so actually that would be perfect. Okay, I think we can summarize, because the average that you can see on the screen is now 7.9, and also Theo's 8 confirms it. It's 8, so 7.9 is literally 8. Do you remember how it was? What was the number before we started? That was 6.1. So that's a 2-point increase from 6 to 8 in just like 30 minutes. If that's not powerful, and I don't know what is. And you did it. You did it. You were able to do it, accessing your own inner power. You were able to handle the situation just using this technique. Oh, and also message from Karolina. Thank you, Fiona, for the session facilitation of the transformation process. I feel more than amazing now, outside Menti scale. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Oh, and also we got, based on new data, it jumped even higher to 8.1. 8.1. That's a tremendous success. Also, Carla feels much more centered and at peace with herself. Thank you. Awesome. I'm very happy that it works so well for you. So I know about you, but I'm in a celebratory mood right now, given how profound the effect was. And let me tell you, if you practice it regularly, and there are some extra things that you can do to improve it, then even regardless of the markets, you can move from well-being at, say, 6 to well-being at 8 or 9 or maybe 10 or maybe beyond the scale, like Carolina. And the best thing is, if you do, and actually once you do, not if, when you do, it's so much easier to make profitable trades. Why? Because you don't have to, because you don't have to. You don't have to be profitable to be happy, right? To increase your well-being. So this pressure that maybe yourself or maybe the society or I don't know, someone is putting on you, you have to make money to be successful to then be happy. Well, right? Is it though? It's actually the other way around. You can start with being happy, and you can then move to be profitable. And okay, I guess you can see my screen right now. That was what I wanted to speak a bit more about, but basically this is the gist of it. You can start with happiness, with a great well-being, and then move to the analysis without the pressure to do something that you have to make X amount on the next trade. You can stay much more grounded, much more rational, easily. You don't have to fight the market or your emotions or the urge. You can actually enjoy your emotions and your feelings and your life and be profitable at the same time. Now, as I said, that's my first session of this kind. And if I was better at planning this entire session, I would have told you that it would be best if you booked 90 minutes and not 60, as my friend Svetlana told me. Now, so I'm not sure if you still have time to stay on this call. I have one more exercise for you. So what I suggest that we do is that I'm going to jump right to the end of the presentation, what I planned for the final moments of our meeting. And if you can then stay for the extra bonus exercise, please do. And if not, well, this exercise is complete. The session will be complete, and the recording will be posted, so you can rewatch the entire process and you can enjoy what comes next. But okay, hold on. So first of all, and most of all, thank you. Thank you for participating in the first ever Reiss session. And I really wanted to say that. So here it goes. Welcome to the Reiss Club. So yes, as I have it in the first point, this is not the end, this is the start. As some of you already noticed, there is already next session planned for Tuesday, not next week, but the week after, so August 22nd, 11 a.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Central European Time. And the events for those sessions are already created. They are already created on Golden Meadow, on YouTube, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn, and I'm pasting it all on all the chats right now. Hopefully it works. Okay, you see a bunch of links and it's not formatted correctly. So let me paste them. Okay, it's now posted also separately. So first of all, I suggest that you sign up on Golden Meadow, because if something changes, you will be up to date with regard to those changes there. Also, that's the place where I invite you to post comments, feedback, requests, questions. I'll be happy to take them into account. I'll probably not be able to respond to address all the questions that I receive for every session. Like, for example, today I had prepared much more to say, and I didn't even start because, well, we're already 10 minutes past the final moment that was planned. The next session will have some parts that are similar, some parts will be different. It will be longer to encompass more, and I will also be measuring feedback. So today we jumped from 6.1 to 8.1, so tremendous success. Let's see what happens if I change a few things and tweak them. Maybe we will have an even bigger increase. We'll see. And hopefully we're going to, well, we will definitely find an optimal format of those sessions. So I encourage you to really sign up now, like at this moment. Just click the link, click the interested, join, notify, whatever your favorite social media says on the button. You know what I mean? So that you get those reminders, and you will not be out of the loop. So definitely. The second thing that I would really, really want, like, Spice Girls used to sing. If you enjoyed today's session, and well, based on research, 6.1 to 8.1, you likely did, please share it. Please spread the word that those sessions increase well-being in relatively short time, and that they are useful. If you think so, only if you really think so. Please tell your friends. Please share the link to the next event. I really want this to grow, and because I want to do this, I want to share those techniques. I want to share the insights that help investors, and not only investors, to have more fulfilling and profitable lives. And it makes only sense to do it if it grows. It's being used. The more of us rise, the better. Sajar, where do you sign up? On the links that you see above in the chat. Ideally, use the first one for Golden Meadow. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Golden Meadow, Facebook page. You will be updated, but you will definitely get informed if you go to Golden Meadow and sign up there. One more link for you and others. Oops. Well, okay. That's the wrong link, people. Sorry, I can't even remove it now. It's not edu at the end, it's EU. That's the right link. Right, so that's the next step. Also, I would really love if you tell me what you think. I read some kind words, and I'm very thankful for all of them. And I saw that, well-being increased from 6.1 to 8.1, so I know that it was good. But I would really like to get some more details so that I can improve those sessions in the future. And I am going to paste the link to the survey right now. All right. I see that it landed well on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm not sure about LinkedIn though. Please, this survey is really short. It will take you probably a minute and a half to fill. The tops 2. Please fill it now. Please do. Pretty please. With sugar on top. And right now I'm making sure that also people on LinkedIn can see it. There are literally just 4 questions, and 2 of them are what was your first being score, and the last, if you remember. If not, well, you definitely do. Oh, and Matt Stanek, my dear cousin. Great to see you. Yes, this is the time to do the survey. And yes, this is not the end. There will be one more quick, this time really quick exercise. You're going to really like it. It's worth to stay if you have time. If not, the key part is over. So, and you will have the recording. And I'm very happy to see that almost everyone stayed, which is also kind of confirmation that you enjoy it. Nani, great experience. Awesome. Thank you. So the survey is not visible on LinkedIn, and I'm trying to get to LinkedIn to post it. Oh, okay. I'm there. Okay, so lesson learned: don't trust the streaming software when it comes to LinkedIn. Hopefully, you have made some notes during this part of the session. Also, that, and in particular, that you wrote down your insights regarding your next steps and the actions that you can take to realize the vision that you spoke about. So you already have some next steps right in front of you. Awesome. So please keep those in mind. Final point, it says coffee or consultation. So if you enjoyed this session that much that you want to buy me a small coffee or a large coffee or a ceremonial grade cacao, which is my favorite, which I just had in my magnificent golden meadow cup, then I'll be happy to welcome it. Those sessions will remain free, so only do so if you really feel that this is what you really want to do, and you can do so on this page. Yes, sunshineprofits.com/support. That's basically the page with pricing of everything that we have. But if you scroll all the way down through it, then there are three options to support Reiss and to help it grow. Because essentially doing those sessions means me not doing other things. And I do want to dedicate a lot of energy to them. So that makes it easier for me to do it. But again, it's completely optional. And if you feel that consultation or the Reiss motivational profile would be useful for you, then it's also a place where you can when you can sign up for it. So thank you in advance. Also, feel free to open it in a new window and do whatever you would like to do, whatever your heart feels is right, shortly. And right now, I will be happy to move to the final part of today's session. All right. And in this final part of today's session, I'm going to tell you about the key factor to happiness, the key factor that was determined by the 85-year-old study on happiness conducted on the Harvard University. And it turns out that it's not money. No, it's relationships. Even in case of just purely longevity. Loneliness was as important as smoking or alcoholism, with regard being as detrimental. Relationships were really key. So in this final quick exercise for today, I would just assume that you're ready to start. And please do so by, once again, uh, closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths through your nose, and uh, breathing out through your mouth. And as you entered into this calmer state of mind, please focus on one person that you really like. It could be your life partner, it could be someone, it could be your friend, it could be a pet, it could be a friend that you haven't seen in a long time but you would like to see. Please imagine this single person that you really, really like and or love. Focus on them and focus on sending them wishes of everything that's great. Please wish them that they are free from suffering. Wish them all the best in their endeavors. May they always feel loved and have a reason to smile. And add a few extra wishes from yourself. And now, please gently shift the focus to yourself and wish yourself all those good things. Wish yourself all the best in your endeavors. May you be free from suffering. May you always feel loved and have a reason to smile. And also wish yourself all the things that you wished to that person. Mm. Thank you. Thank you. I also wish you that you're all free from suffering, that you all feel loved, and that you always have a reason to smile. I wish you that you realize all your goals efficiently and smoothly. And now, for bonus points, if there are any points. And of course, it's not obligatory, but I encourage you to make a note or either keep this in mind as the first thing that you're going to do once we disconnect, and it's going to happen in just a few minutes, to either call that person or send them a text message. Just do it. Tell them how important they are to you, or wish them a great day, or both. It might be the best thing that happens to them today or this week. And when you share this kind of wishes and kindness, it multiplies. Just give it a try. See what happens. And this, my friends, if I may call you that, brings us to the end of today's session, which even though I shortened it quite a lot, took about 90 minutes. Thank you once again. Please remember to sign up for the next Reiss session. Share if you enjoyed it. Maybe you want to support Reiss or schedule consultation if it feels right. Realize goals that you have in front of you. Call that someone. I'll send them a text message. It's better to call. Wow. And be grateful for what you have. Be happy and enjoy the weekend. And then have an awesome and productive week. Thank you. With love from Poland. Thank you for the support that I'm already getting. Thank you for the large coffee, Theo. Cheers. I the link. Hold on, my chat disappeared. The recordings will probably be available on social media. Probably. But the recording will definitely be available on Golden Meadow, and that's why I emphasized that it's such a great idea to sign up over there, because well, it's easy to share those links this way. Awesome. So again, thank you. Bye bye.